The biggest mistake I see budding entrepreneurs make is worrying about all the wrong things. They'll spend weeks stressing over which niche to pick, or trying to copy some offer they saw in a Facebook group, or obsessing over which tool or piece of software is the best. But the truth is that none of that really matters. Even with the perfect niche, the perfect website, the perfect offer, and the perfect tech stack, you don't know if you can trust a client to pay you at the end of the day. I want to give you a massive shortcut and give you the 6 signs a client will actually pay you $1K per week. Here's the filter I use. Run every prospective client through these 6 questions. If they tick most of them, you're in business. Number 1 is high margins. This isn't always the case, but it's a really good rule of thumb. If a business only makes, say, $50 when they close a sale, they're not really going to pay you $1K per week unless they're a super high volume provider, like an e-commerce store, for example. If they're making small volumes and small margins, then it's really hard for them to pay you a lot of money per week, basically. But if they're making 1K, 5K, or even 10K profit per deal, now you're pretty valuable. 1 extra sale a month pays for your fees easily. And that's why industries like solar, legal, high ticket coaching are such sweet spots. Number 2 is advertising spend. If they're already paying for ads, they get it, okay? They've got a machine. They understand that marketing is an investment. Compare that to a word of mouth only business. You'll spend more time convincing them to try ads than actually running them. And honestly, life's too short. Advertising spend is like a signal flare that tells you that they're open to growth. Number 3 is a solid database. All right, so businesses think that their dead leads are worthless, or more likely that they've probably forgotten about them. But if they've got a list of even a few thousand past customers or leads they haven't closed, that's a secret gold mine. And in my agency, we have what we call AI androids that can send a text message to these people, gets them talking again, and then books them into an appointment or a callback, or even closes the sale. So for me, if they've got a big fat database, that's a really good sign. And if they don't, it's gonna be a little bit harder because they're not probably advertising anyway. They're a newer business. Existing businesses that have been around a while have a decent sized database. That's just fact. Number 4 is really strong closes. And this one's big. Your AI or your lead gen system could be throwing them 50 hot leads a day, every day to them. But if their sales team can't close, then guess who they'll blame? It's going to be you. And that's why I tend to only work with businesses that have someone or a sales team that can actually sell. And you know, they don't need to be the Wolf of Wall Street, but I need to know what kind of numbers they hit if that business is worth my time working with them. Number 5 is what I call a chill personality. And it sounds weird, but it's kind of huge. If a client stresses you out every time you talk to them, it's probably not going to be worth it, okay, for your own mental headspace. If they're giving you red flags in the way that they email, their tone, the words they use, then honestly run the other way. I've had clients who paid extremely well, but drained my energy so much, I dreaded every call or every email with them, and it just wasn't worth it. And on the other hand, I've had clients who were laid back and trusted me, and these are the fun long-term ones that, you know, become friends. We go out to dinner, we celebrate our wins and try and figure out our losses with, okay? These people are the kind of ones you want to work with. You seriously need to protect your energy and not bring your business anywhere near these energy sucking types of business owners. Number 6 is high ticket offers. And this overlaps with margins, but it's worth calling out and talking a bit more about. If they're selling 5K plus products or services, a handful of extra deals per month, and you're gonna be a hero to them. And that's why some of the niches like vehicle or home improvement niches can be gold mines, because the margins are so big and the actual average order value is so large. These 6 criteria cut across industries. Solar has high ticket installs, hungry sales reps, big databases. E-com, massive lists, massive buyers, abandoned carts, and repeat buyers. Clinics like dentists or plastic surgeons, they have thousands of past patients, expensive high margin treatments. Insurance has piles of quotes that have never closed. They also have lots of existing customers that can be upsold. And here's the thing, there's lots of different industries, but it's basically the same framework. And once you've started filtering out with these 6 criteria, you're gonna see opportunities everywhere and you become the chooser, not the chosen, okay? Important, if they fit these 6 criteria, then you know that you either want to work with them or you don't. You'll put on what I call your opportunity goggles. That roofer you met at a barbecue at a friend's house, if he's got a list and good closes, then that's a deal. Your cousin's car dealership, same thing. It's not about the perfect niche. It's not about the perfect website. It's about whether they fit with the way that you want to do business and the type of people you want to work with. Okay, so if I was just starting out, this is what I'd do. I'd watch the Prince Charming Challenge, I'd learn it, and then I'd target my warm network. Not strangers on LinkedIn, not scary business owners on the top floor of a London high-rise office. We're talking about people you know. Then set them up on what I call a coffee date and score them with these 6 criteria. Next, show them what you've learned in the Prince Charming Challenge and what you could do for their business. Don't worry about huge retainers up front. Prove the model, test your abilities, and then you can start talking about profit share and larger retainers and all that type of stuff. And look, not every client is a keeper. Some look good, but flop in practice. Others surprise you and turn into pure gold. So how do you know? If they've got closers, they've got a database, and they pay happily, then double down. But if they're broke, chaotic, and blame you for everything, then 100% walk away. One of my favorite questions I ask myself after a client call is, do I feel energized or do I feel drained? Make sure you listen to your gut. The world's moving so fast. AI is replacing jobs. Businesses are either adapting or getting left behind. And by 2035, it's been predicted that nearly 1/3 of all jobs could be gone, if not more. And it won't just be factory workers. It'll be the safe careers you thought couldn't be replaced. The winners aren't the ones who spend months on their website and their logo and waiting for the perfect time to launch their entrepreneurial journey or their agency. It'll be those that actually take action. So here's the bottom line. Stop hesitating and arm yourself with a system that actually works. Comment, learn below, and I'll let you see it. Take action, try the system, put on your opportunity goggles, and see what's already around you. I'll see you soon.